So what we're going to do is go to, either you can open up a project or you can just follow me and design something right now. I'm going to use a cone because it has a interesting shape. It's not, square and boring. And what we're going to do next is we're going to actually go to conceptual view and we're going to put a rendering to it. Now if you're opening a project that you've done before, it's probably rendered or has rendered material. If not, just go ahead and add it. To add material, you go to your render tab, go to material browser, let it load. Should be a screen that pops up. You pick a nice material. So I'm gonna pick something interesting, that way you can tell, like a pattern, because that's gonna be the easiest way. No, it's stone actually. Stone always works. It's so hard to see. Okay, I'll use that. I have a material. If I want to look at it, I can go to View, Visual Styles Realistic. That should give me a preview of what it looks like, sort of. But you gotta be careful with watching it in realistic, because if your drawing is really complex, it may crash your computer. So I prefer not to use it. We're gonna use a simple circle around view of your object. To do that, we want to create a circle that is larger than your object, and we'll put it in the center. So right now it's at the bottom of the object. I'm gonna move it over to the top, making sure my ortho is on, moving it up, or you can use your z-axis and just drag it from there. So you can use your z-axis of blue over here and move it back up and down. That also works. So now if I do a 3D rotate, you can see that the circle is at the center and it's around my object, and it's a lot bigger than my object. The next thing I need to do is I need to go to View, Motion Path Animation. It's going to open up this screen where it gives you all the specifications that you need to fill. So the first one we're going to do is go to the camera, link camera to path. You select that, then you select the path you're going to be using for your camera, which is this. You click OK. You can call it something else if you want, but we're going to call it path 1. The next part is target. That's going to be, we're going to change it to point. We're going to select the point of what our target is. I'm using the center of my object as the point. So I'm going to leave it as point 1 as the default. That's fine. Now these setups we're not going to go over yet. We're just going to do a preview first to show you what it looks like. Alright, that's what it looks like. That's my camera view. But we can change that. That gives you the exact location of the path. But speed wise, it's fine. You can actually change it to conceptual view, sketch, and so forth. Doesn't matter. We want to format DWV. That's the Windows Basics format where you can view it by any regular computer, I would say. Frame rate is the number of frames per second, so you can increase that, and the duration of the motion of the screen, the camera. So you can increase that, it'll go slower. You guys can't even see it. Well, you can see it's going really slow now compared to previously. So, but the only thing now is we can realize that our screen is too small. I mean, if I enlarge it, yeah, it won't let me do it. So I'm going to exit this out. We're going to cancel this. What we're going to do is we're going to create a camera first, and then we're going to use that camera to make our revolve camera view. So I'm going to go to View, go to Camera. Actually, open. Here's the create camera. Let's see. Create camera. We'll use my O snap is on. I'm going to hit quadrant here. I'm going to select the center of that triangle. It's asking for a name or specification, or just click enter. And now if I rotate around, I can see it, my camera. I can grab it and it'll show me exactly what it sees. If I want the screen to be bigger, I can do that easily. That way it captures my whole image. That's the perfect size. If you want to look at it differently, there's a wireframe. You could change that to conceptual and so forth, or even realistic, so you can see the material. That's just a preview. Now that we have that camera, we can use that camera to make that revolve option, where it revolves around and makes a little video for you. So we'll go back to motion path animation. You select the path, which is this. That's fine. Point is the center. Or there we go. Do a preview. Same exact. So the thing is, it makes its own camera. Can't. Alright. I must have missed recording this. So what I did was I increased the circle to twice its diameter by selecting the circle, went to scale over here, and increased it twice. I'll go to view, motion animation, select the path, which is that path, click OK, pick the point, select the center of the triangle, there we go, or the center of the circle. Do 10 hold on, preview. You'll see it's going by really fast. If I increase this to 10 seconds, you get to see it in slow motion. Now if you want a finer view, you want to take the camera will take more pictures per second, so that would make a finer look. You can try that. That would increase the number of frames and so forth. Now as displayed right now, but you can do it rendered. You can do a view rendered. You can do a view realistic. It's pretty much the same thing. Wireframe. Actually, oh, here's where you have to change it. Sorry. That's going to be when you save it, but as displayed. So we're going to do preview here. While it's still doing that, you can change it. Conceptual, current, shade, shaded, so forth. Notice how it slows down when depending on what you pick. And that's because the computer can't handle so much graphics. Alright, so as displayed, I'm going to leave it as, but I'm going to change it to rendered. Next, or actually, other than rendered, you have the option of going to the rendered options at the bottom, where it's what resolution, how defined the image is. Presentation is your best bet at the end when you're done. Resolution is here, you can increase it. So it looks like that. I can go to, you don't have, the only thing is you don't have rendered here. I don't know why, but I guess it doesn't give you that option. You can reverse it so it goes the other way. But for this image, it's the same shape no matter how you look at it, so not a big deal. Okay, now next step after you have all this information selected and verified, what you want to do is click OK. It's going to prompt you to save the WMV file. You can call it whatever, video 1. I'm saving it on my desktop, that way I can easily find it. The only problem with this is that it will take a while. It's pretty much loading now, but who knows how long it's going to take before it actually finishes. Or my computer freezes. It's to be determined. I should pause the video.